It's just shy of a year since Manchester United signed Patrick Dorgu, and it's fair to say he's had a big learning curve, just like any 20-year-old lad would, joining one of the world's biggest clubs. Now, I've got a few things I want to say and talk about when it comes to Dorgu, because I've seen something far more in this last month than I had in his previous 11. I want to explain exactly what I mean, because I think it's pretty important. So it's been nearly a year since Manchester United signed Patrick Dorgu, and as I said there, he's had an up and down year so far, but I'm seeing something in this last month that I hadn't seen before, and it's development, and it's the thing I've been looking out for. I haven't really seen too many red flags with Dorgu. I've seen some things I've been concerned about, but I want to speak about this. Look, we're quick to criticise players these days. All of us are, myself included. This isn't me saying that he's a complete package and oh my God, but I've just seen something that I'm impressed with, and I hope that he can continue. You can let me know what you think in the comments below. Before I do jump into this video, I want to say a big shout out to Legend London. They've been supporting United People's TV for a good few months now. I've got the overshirt on here. There's a couple more over there you can see. Really good quality clothes. The link's in the description. I'd encourage you to go and check them out. The jeans, they fit good. The t-shirts, they fit good. The overshirts and the fit and the quality are bang on. So check them out. I'm going to continue wearing them. I've been wearing them for a good long time. Get yours. Now let's speak about Dorgu in the meantime. As I said, it's just, you can see the date there. 2nd of Feb is when we signed him. It's just coming up to a year since he joined the club, and it's been up and down for him. If you remember the first 3 games when he came in, and he impressed really well, and he got a red card, and when he came back from the red card, the development kind of went the other way, and he kind of disappeared, and he was making too many mistakes, and his delivery wasn't good enough. His final ball wasn't good enough. If you fast forward to this season, there was one moment which stood out to me prior to what we've seen this last month, and it was Ruben Amorim kind of throwing him under the bus, to be completely honest, saying that he felt the anxiety when Dorgu was on the ball. Is that throwing him under the bus? It was public criticism, and it was a little bit harsh, to be completely honest. Now, what we've seen since then is that Dorgu hasn't responded by any mixed messages or any cryptic messages on social. He's just got his head down. He's put in the work, and he's put in extra work. Here's a little video of him doing a private session. I don't know whether this was after the City game or not, but he's been putting in the yards in training, and he's been putting in the yards outside of training. I suppose it's a little bit like Yoro and Mainu in the preseason, before the preseason, putting in the yards themselves when they were on holiday. And it made them both fitter and better coming into this season. Although, you know, Yoro's had an up and down season, and Kobe, well, first half of this season. Anyway, the last month. This is the reason I'm doing this video. The development that I've seen. Okay, three, not flashpoints, but 3 moments I want to speak about. First of all, that goal against Newcastle was absolutely outrageous. And actually his performance there, probably the most comfortable that he looked in the United shirt was when he was playing right wing. We were all a bit like, why is Dorgu playing there? He played fantastic. And it was an outrageous finish for somebody who I've criticised his final ball and his final technique to score that goal was outrageous. And then following that up, from the other wing, was how he played away at Burnley. And that cross that he swung in for Dorgu. Nice early cross, nice whip, skipped past his man. Šeško got on the end of it, and that was his second one, was the volley. Really good cross from him. And then you go forward to that City game. So he's played on right wing and scored that goal against Newcastle. Left wing, and he's put that ball, well, left wing back. He's put that ball in against Burnley. And then against City, he's playing left back. And against City, was he playing left back or was he playing... No, he was playing further forward. I think he was playing left wing ahead of Cunha, and that caught people by surprise. But it was the right decision. That finish was a consequence of pretty much just desire. Cunha getting the ball in, all the City's defenders sleeping. He was alive to it, ran to the front, but it made it look simple, but it wasn't a simple finish. It was a really well-executed goal. And if you're looking at that game as well, this bit really stood out too. When United were on that counter-attack, the work rate for him to get in front of Semenyo, obviously he slowed down a little bit when he realised that the ball was going to Mbeumo from Bruno, but great work ethic from him to put himself into the right position. And just, again, from a work rate perspective, you can see here, he covered the second most distance in that game behind only Kobe. I've seen, with Dorgu, I haven't really seen too many red flags in terms of his character, his personality, who he is, how he trains, how he reacts to adversity. I've actually seen green flags. The thing that I've been waiting for was a bit of development. And that's why, as I said, I'm doing this video, because I think with that goal against Newcastle, with that performance, and that good technique on the cross against Burnley, and that goal, and that performance against City, I think you're starting to see development from a player who, let's be honest, has been using a complete variety of positions at United, whether it's left back, whether it's left wing back, right wing back, whether it's left wing or right wing. That was last season at United. You can see majority of his games at left wing back, played some as a right winger as well. And so far at United this season, one game down there as right midfield. Interestingly, he's got 4 goals at United, and 3 of them have come when he started on the right-hand side. To me, it feels like Dorgu, naturally, which shouldn't really come as too much of a surprise considering where he played for Lecce, where he played a lot of the time as a right winger, he seems more comfortable in attacking positions. 3 of his 4 goals in the United shirt have come when he's played on that right-hand side and playing further forward. His performance against City from that left wing position, both in and out of possession. When he was out of possession, he was there doubling up to help on Semenyo with Luke Shaw, in the same way that Ahmad was helping. No, was it Ahmad? It was Ahmad helping to double up with Delo on Doku. Dorgu's green flags have been there in terms of how he approaches being a professional. Like, he's not like putting his head, not putting his head in his hand, but he's not like getting angry at lack of opportunity. He's not getting pissed off. He keeps going and he keeps going and he keeps going. And look, when we signed him, he was a 20-year-old lad from Lecce. The reason we signed him is because the data and the stats and the scouts, they thought that, yeah, there's a lot of what we see as the fundamentals here. I think that can be applied to United. Now, I think in that first 11 months, I think he had struggled for development. And I'd always focused on that final ball, that final bit of quality. But I think what we've seen this last month, that's what I mean. So I don't know whether something has changed. Is it a confidence thing? Is it going to be now Carrick coming in, or is it Fletcher? I don't know. But that performance against Newcastle was under Ruben Amorim, so I wouldn't really say it's just that. Maybe he's just settling in. Sometimes it takes players longer. Of course it does. And as a 20-year-old lad going from Lecce to Manchester United, that is a hell of a switch. Country, new club, new everything. And I think what we're seeing from him now is the best version that we have seen so far of Dorgu. Is he the finished product? I'm not even suggesting he's anywhere near the finished product. I think he's still got a lot of rawness. But I was worried because I don't think I kind of felt like after 10 months that Patrick Dorgu was kind of the same Patrick Dorgu that arrived from Lecce. In terms of his levels, in terms of where his flaws were and where his strengths were. I think that conversation has moved on a little bit now. I think his strengths are coming to the fore a bit more, and maybe Carrick's going to be the right manager for him. Look, he was chosen to start ahead of Cunha in the derby, and that was a big call from Carrick, and it was a call that paid off. So just credit to Dorgu. Keep it up, lad. Keep your head down. Keep working hard. This is exactly what he is doing, because United fans will always respond to players who do that. And if you can bring the output, like you did against City, and bring that more regularly, then you are just going to continue developing as a player. And I like to see it. As I said, if I'm able to criticise players, and I'm quick to do so on this channel, I think it's only fair that we praise this bit of development we're seeing from Dorgu, and we hope that it continues between now and the end of the season.